So today I ramble on about AI and how it scares the heck out of me. Welcome back to the App channel. I died. Oh, there's a lot of them. Okay, well, so what's been on my mind a lot is AI, because I've been seeing it everywhere, and just AI slop has just been taking over YouTube, and seeing it more and more just really makes me want to just talk about it. My major is IT and networking, so I feel like it also just kind of goes with that. I'm not saying that I know more than somebody else, but it's something that I'm studying and I'm interested in. So, anyway, the more that AI takes over the fucking world, the more the more dystopian it's going to be, and it's just something that kind of freaks me out. Like I thought that listen. I know that AI was going to become this way sooner or later, but I didn't think it'd be this quick. I didn't think that we would get to this point now where we're almost unable to tell what is AI and what is not AI. It is just so freaky. There's this one video of Will Smith eating pasta from like 2 years ago, and it's like an AI generated prompt, and you could look at it and you can be like, all right, this is ridiculous. This is just AI. You could obviously tell his face looks weird. Everything is like conjoined together. It just doesn't look right. And now I saw another generation of the same prompt, and it looks pretty dang real. Like, if you were just somebody who was on TikTok just scrolling by, you'd be like, why the hell is Will Smith eating pasta? Like, what the fuck is he doing? So yeah, it's just so freaky on how fast it was able to evolve, and we're depending on it more, now than ever. Just a few years ago, it was basically nothing. It was just kind of like a prompt, and you get an answer or whatever. But now it's literally just like people depend on this. And I think a great example of that would be, I think was it last year or recently? ChatGPT actually they like went down, and people like were freaking the fuck out, and yeah, people were literally just losing their minds over this. And I mean, I couldn't really, it didn't like make me go crazy, but I don't know. It just shows to me on how much this fast we're depending on AI already. Blow up. I can't even imagine where it's going to be in the next 5 years. You know what I mean? Like, if we're getting here this fast, and there's already fucking insane inventions that just blow my mind. Like the new Ray-Bans, the new Meta glasses are just like, what? Like, how is that even possible? Like, I thought that would be something maybe in the near future, maybe 10 years, where we would get to this point where we can wear glasses and they would have a they would have a little assistant in the corner, and it'd just be like a voice thing, and not a frame thing. Not like a thing, not like a video screen in the corner of your eye or whatever. But now it's a thing. Now it's real. Like this fall, Meta is announcing their new glasses, and it's literally just like a fixed thing in the corner of your eye, where all you have to do is look over, and you wear like a wrist thing, and you just control it. Like, you literally just like swipe. Like, if you want to turn like a volume knob up, you just like dial it up. Like, you pinch your two fingers together and you dial it up. Like, it's just like, how are we here already? That's the thing that's blowing my mind. Not so much the technology, but how quick it's evolving, and how we're adapting to it. Like, it is just like unreal. So yeah, it's just a crazy, mind-blowing thing, and I don't know, it scares me a lot, and I don't even know what to do, like, going forward. I don't know. It's something that I don't really want to get involved in. I want everything that I make to be me. I don't want it to be AI, unless it's like, I mean, I use AI on the Yap channel, but that's just like if it's for titles or maybe an idea for a thumbnail. Like my last video about sleep, that thumbnail, I threw it into ChatGPT, and I asked ChatGPT if it was a good thumbnail, and it would give me a rating out of 10 and be like, okay, yeah, this is working. Like, you just need to change this and this and this. And so I went back and I changed it. Think about doing something like that 10 years ago. It would be impossible. Showing somebody ChatGPT in 2015, they'd be like, what the like, we're there already, so it's just kind of mind-blowing. The other thing I want to get into is how I feel like we don't know really how much we use AI. like in our daily lives. Like it is fucking everywhere, and I feel like it's most of the time people don't even realize. Like having TikTok and it recommending you videos. Like I could just look up one thing and then like go on. I can look up one thing on one platform and then go on another platform and then boom, it immediately like suggests it. Like I could look up on Google like, oh, I want this guitar because I'm a musician. Like, oh, I want this guitar or whatever, and then I could just load up YouTube on my trending page, and it would just show like the same guitar that I was just looking at, like a tutorial or like a review of it. It's just like how do you know? So I feel like that's another thing with AI where it's always listening to you, and it's always, trying to recommend you things. And the way it also like learns about you is just crazy. Like the way it remembers information. I think it's also just because on how ease of use it is. Like since I do IT stuff, a lot of the stuff is pretty hard, and I run it through AI. I do, and I feel like that's a lot of people in schools do that. So the people who are out there like trying to like ban phones and having a strict use against AI that's completely pointless, because AI is coming. Whether you like it or not, schools, AI is going to be the new normal, and people are just going to use it anyway. Like they're fucking replacing jobs now, so trying to fight AI in a school is just kind of ridiculous. Like it's going to be integrated whether you like it or not in the next, it's already happening. But yeah, so I use AI for some of my assignments if I don't get it, and it's insane on how fucking smart it is. Like I could put in a prompt and be like, okay, how do I do this? And it would literally just give me the code and give me exactly what to do and where to put it, and it would just work. It just does it. Like there's just no well, there are mistakes, and it can make mistakes, but it's so easy to sift through them and be like, okay, all right, my code didn't work. Where's the mistake? And be like, oh, okay, let me fix that. And then it just fixes the mistake it made. It fixes the mistake it makes if you put it back into the prompt. So it's just crazy to me on how fast we are like evolving, and I don't even know. It's just weird. I'm gonna make a little house right here. The other thing that scared me was deepfakes in AI and not knowing what to trust. I mean, before AI, I feel like even the internet, it was tough to trust anyway. But now it's at a point now where you don't even know what you're looking at. Like deep fakes of politicians, and like, oh, did they really say this? And you look at the news and it's like, oh, it was just an AI deep fake or whatever, or it was just some fake thing. That's the thing that scares me the most. Like, what if you read something and it affects your political vote, or it affects like, whatever? Because I mean, obviously, if it gets older people more than younger people, because older people just kind of don't get it really. But yeah, what if it just affects your political vote? It's like, oh, well, I heard Trump say this, but then you come to realize that it's just a deep fake and it's not a real thing. So that's just another crazy thing to think about on how deep fakes are being used in a way that could have malice like that. So it's just kind of a crazy thing. And the other thing that also makes me sad as a musician is like AI music. I feel like music is supposed to be something that comes from the heart, and it comes from your own soul, and it comes from your own creativity. And so when you're somebody like there's this band on Spotify or they're called something, or I forgot exactly what they're called, and they have hundreds of thousands of listeners, and it's all AI, it's all fake. Like they're supposed to be like recreating like a 70s band, and it's not real. Like it's all fake, and people, I guess they listen to it. I don't know. I mean, I've listened to it, and there's definitely some things off with how the singer sounds. Like you could tell that there's something off or whatever. But the instruments and the instrumentals are pretty spot on. They're pretty like they sound pretty legit, and it's just so scary to me. I don't know where music is gonna go, and it's just such a sad thing, because that's the last thing I want AI to take. Like, music has been such an important thing in everybody's lives for a long time. And I feel like if we're just walking, we're just listening in this AI music world, it'll get rid of the soul of it. And there's so much importance in that. You see old music, and people are like, oh, they don't make it like they used to, and it's all oversaturated, and it's all this, synthy whatever, and it's not from the heart like it used to be. I'm sure there's artists out there, but yeah, I just don't want AI to take the beauty of music. But I mean, unfortunately, I know that when I say something, it's nothing will really change. I'm just a kid rambling, but yeah. But that's the thing that I'm most worried about is AI changing the things that they don't need to change, or being involved in things that they don't need to be involved in. And the other thing too, and that leads to my next point, which is AI regulation. And that's the other thing that goes with my major is trying to regulate AI is like very important. Like they make it clear that you need to be able to regulate AI, and it's going to be taking over. And it's like they are very they're very, very legit about that. The other thing that's scary is AI, collecting your data. Like, a lot of the time you see, like, oh, get your cookies or whatever, or like, oh, you have to allow cookies, but you don't know what that's going to. You don't know when you sign up for a thing that's an AI, like, thing where it's like, oh, we need your email and password. Like, what are they doing with that data? I'm sure ChatGPT is more of, more secure than others, but you never know. There's so much different AI languages out there that, oh, it's raining. There's so much different AI languages out there that, who knows what they're going to do with your data. Are they just going to store it? Or are they just going to, who knows? So that's another scary thing. That kind of freaks me out. How it affects creativity. Like YouTube, after AI, YouTube will never be the same. Like, it'll never be that way that it was in its prime, where it was, full creativity, and you could just upload whatever you want, and it didn't really matter. It didn't really... Oh, don't kill me. Please don't kill me. It didn't really matter. You could just kind of be free with it, but I feel like everything is just, bright and AI and just like, oh, whatever. It's so oversaturated. So it just scares me a lot. And especially learning about it and being like, that's my degree, guys. Like I'm learning, I'm actively learning about what's coming out, how to defend, how to, have AI regulated. So it's just kind of, it's just interesting. It's interesting that we are having these concerns so quickly, and it's interesting that we're having these concerns so quickly and recently. I don't know. The more stuff that comes out, and the more advances in technology that we make, the more I get afraid. And I know it's kind of a ridiculous thing to be afraid about, because there's nothing I could do to stop it or to try to slow it down. Obviously, but all right, now we have a roof. There we go. I gotta find sand somewhere, but yeah. But the more that we try to regulate it, I can't talk, man. I have things to say. The other thing too is that, is it making us more lazy, or is it making us more efficient? Because you could be stuck in something, and you could be trying to figure something out, and now you could just put in a prompt. You could just put in a prompt to try to figure it out, and it just gives you everything. It just literally just gives you absolutely everything. You don't have to think twice about it. You don't even have to think twice about it, and it's just, I think the convenience too is also a killer as well. Because people could be like, oh, I don't really have to critically think about this. I could just, you know, I could just throw it in a prompt and just get all my answers. I've actually written a lot of essays on that in college about, how. I just thought I'd try it. I've written a lot of essays in college about how AI is just making us more lazy, and it's not making us think critically for ourselves anymore. And like, where is it going to be in the next? Like I said, like, where is it going to be in the next few years? Like, are we gonna just stop thinking critically altogether? Like, I don't know. It's just a crazy world we live in now, and yeah, who knows where it's going to be? Who knows where it's going to be in the next 5 years? Who knows where it's going to be in the next 10 years? Obviously you can't slow it down. It's just going to be it's going to be what it's going to be. So yeah, it's just an interesting thing to think about. Yeah. Anyway, we got a little house going. We got a little staircase. I mean, it's not the most pretty house in the world, but we can work on it in the coming videos. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little rant. I want to ask you a question. And I'd like to know the answer. Is AI making us more lazy? Is it making us more efficient? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this. And yeah, leave a like, subscribe for more yaps, and I'll see you guys next time.